What's up, guys? It's another edition. How are you guys doing today? Another edition of PSL. It's actually round of 4 now. It's, as you can see, it's Nuks versus Viole. It's Nuks versus Viole, guys. Viole's a lot better um, than what we thought he was, right? When I first started, we didn't think he was top 4, but here he is now. And Nuks we knew was top 2 material, so this is not unexpected. So here we are, and what we're gonna do is just take a look back at the round of 16 players. We had a lot of players play in this tournament. We whittled them down to the top 32, and then the top 16 got a special video. So we'll go ahead and play that real quick, and then we'll get started.
Storm StarCraft League Season 1 Philippines. Arcanus. Ender. Neutrophil. Bayagster. Captain Britain. Saipan. David B. Shadow. Xenos. Exo Dash. Floki. Holmes. Phoenix Somsky. Nuks. Mr. Lasty. Viole.
All right, guys. I just want to talk about a couple things here. So this is round of 4, right? And we do have some giveaways for this channel. So for you guys, remember, it's all about showing and getting promotions and getting sponsors. So as part of that, to encourage more people to watch, we do have some giveaways that we have for the tournament, right? So Block 101 will get a promo code each day to stream, which you can use to purchase items from block101.com, and that'll be 10% off. And then the other thing is Pure PC will be providing 2 kinds of headsets. So make sure you have a comment with your SC2 account and at least 5 screenshots of our live stream, and then you'll get a headset, right? So they'll pick one. So here you go. Let's show you guys. One of the headsets is right there, right? That would be the Fantech Omni, and then the other headset that you could win is Onikuma K5 Camo. So if you guys do that, you guys get one of those headsets. Now Mizelle is handling all of that, and then the other thing is, per day, Mizelle will announce that there's a winner that takes home some gift certificates from SM. So please take a look at that. Pass it on. Remember, for us to do more tournaments, more things for the community must show that we do have a community, a vibrant community. So make sure that we're passing that on and promoting it. So right now, guys, look, round of 4. Those are our guys. There you go. It's Nuks versus Viole. Nuks versus Viole, guys. And I know Nuks is probably the favorite here. Especially, given that he's the Grandmaster player here. But Viole has shown that he is really good, even though everyone knows what he's gonna do, which is macro up, right? Getting the 3rd command center pretty fast, macroing up with bio. So Nux knows this. I'm sure he has a game plan to take care of that economy. I don't think he wants Viole to get that econ that he wants to get to. Or maybe Nux knows that and then just says, that's okay. You can go macro if you want, because I'm gonna get fast 4th hatchery. You get a fast 3rd command center, I'll get a fast 4th hatchery. Right? So that could be the case. That could be what he wants to do. He's like, alright, no problem. We can do that. We can play that game. We can play the macro game. I don't know. So we'll see what Nux wants to do. I think this is a best of 5. Let's double check. I think it is a best of 5. Just want to make sure it is what we stated it to be. We can't change the rules mid tournament. And yeah, it is a best of 5 for the semifinals. So there you go, boys and girls. Best of 5. Nux and Viole are now in the channel, getting ready to go, getting invited into the lobby now. And let's see if their cams are on too. Let's go take a look at them. They're not on there yet. Looks like we need the cams on. We also need Mizelle. So let's go do that. In the meantime, like you can see, it is a best of 5 as shown here. So there you go. Nux and Viole, special edition, guys. There's only 4 players left. 4 players left to go. And that's Nux right there, waiting for Viole's cam. And there he is. These are our players. The top one is Nux, the Zerg player. He's Grandmaster. Viole is a High Masters player. So we know this can be competitive. Now we got Mizell here. Mizell, why don't you hop on the video, say hi to the viewers. Or not, because looks like we're gonna start the game, and that's fine too. That is totally fine because we want to get this started. It's a best of 5. Do we get to all 5 games? Hopefully.
Sidestorm Starcade Season 1 Philippines.
This is the battle, guys. One of the most entertaining matches. Zerg versus Terran. Okay. The bottom left. He's the favorite.
Nuks.
And are you here, Mizell? You can intro this guy here. Oh, apparently Mizell is not quite ready. So, the Terran player, Mr. Macroman himself.
Viole.
And remember, he likes to be called Viole. So, yeah, look at the scouting pattern. He's looking for a proxy Rax. But, you know, Viole, in true fashion, is probably going to be doing his normal 3cc build. Third command center really fast. So we don't have too much to worry about in the early game. In fact, Viole is gonna check to see if he can do that third command center as a safe build for him. So far, Nuks is going to play normal too. I mean, look at this opener. Same normal opener. I expect a fast third command center for Nuks unless he's gonna be super aggressive and punish how Viole's been macroing, right? There's the Reaper. And he's just gonna block. Viole's gonna block the third expansion. Nuks macroing away as normal. And the eternal dance. Lynx versus Reaper. There's the third base. And here, he's trying to get the Overlord. And there it is, the fast third command center, as I mentioned. And Hellion. So it's all the same thing. Viole does the same exact stuff. Nuks is gonna do it. Gonna take care of it by doing... Alright, I'll just macro, like... I'll macro too. Guess who can macro better? That's probably what he's thinking here, so... There's no ro4, just more drones. That's totally fine for Nuks. And he's going to bio. Hellions, etc. Pretty normal stuff. It's crazy how normal everything is. You know, Nuks is more likely to try something. But Viole, I don't see him doing anything different all the games. Unless he gets wrecked and gets punished for doing doing that, right? Or Nuks finds some hole in his play. So Nuks spreads the creep. Still making drones and queens, so he's just using queens and drones. He does have the safety Baneling nest. More barracks for Viole. And then, of course, his Hellions is now going to see what he can do. He sees that. That's his vision. More queens, more lings, and more drones. And then there's the spores and a lair for the Zerg. He's totally content macroing up. In fact, I think he could even get a third base. Yeah, he has the money. He is actually floating quite a bit of money. Okay, Nuks gets Baneling speed, more drones, and two Evos for upgrade. So he's gonna go upgrade heavy. Does he know what's on the other side? Oh yeah, he did scout. Probably with an overlord, so he knows his bio. He's hiding up there. Nux already clears up the rocks. He's gonna send the lings there. These queens are trying to deflect and successfully deflect these Hellions. Lots of lings and banelings. So this is Nux's style, right? He doesn't get roaches. He just wants to defend with just lings and a nice surround here. That'll take care of those Hellions. And now no more map control for Mr. Viole. And the lings see that there's no map control. No problem. We'll take care of these. He backs off, but there's a lot of banelings here. He's like, alright, if you want, we can fight. And now Viole is pretty far behind. The macro engine is going. He breaks down the command center. He's gonna punish him now. And that's it. There's the hole in the defense that he found.
Nuks.
So there you go, guys. That's how he punishes it. He macros up just enough, and then he's the one that's more set. As soon as he kills the map control, he's gonna check to see what he can counter you with. So his macro is just enough to get ahead and then control the map with the lings and banelings without the aid of the upgrades. So guys, Viole needs an adjustment. I think what he'll do is he'll stick to his build, but he'll do his best not to lose the lings. I mean, lose to the lings, his first set of Hellions, right? Because after that happened, he just lost everything, and then he couldn't stop the push. He didn't have tanks, he didn't have mines. His macro style just was not enough. And so we're gonna head on to game 2 now.
Storm StarCraft League Season 1 Philippines.
Alright guys. The top right corner, the Terran that really just wants to macro no matter what.
Viole.
And the Zerg player, he knows how to punish that Terran, and he did so.
Nuks.
So yeah, as we saw the last game, fine. You want to macro, we can macro. But as soon as Viole lost his Hellions, he pushed out with Lings and Banes to punish him. So it's just, you know, it was just you lose that map control with the Hellions. Nux forces a liftoff on the third command center and then just says, you know what, I have all these banelings, let's go see what we can do. And he was able to do things. Viole just did not have anything for it. Just a few marines. He needs like a tank, maybe some widow mines. He didn't have any of that, so maybe that's a flaw in his style, right? And you know, if you lose all your Hellions, well, guess what? No map control, then you're dead. And that's what happened. He didn't even have a bunker, nothing. Just just marines. So it looks like about the same exact game. I think Viole knows this. He's probably just gonna make that adjustment not to lose the Hellions. Maybe rush out a tank or something. Who the heck knows? So that first game was pretty quick. We didn't really get into the mid game too much in there just because Viole's Hellions got surrounded and he didn't have anything on the counter. He's dealing with a much better Zerg here than the previous ones that he dispatched, right? So this Zerg here is, oh, there's the third base, and the Reaper misses the chance to deny that. That's unfortunate for him. You know, these little things matter, guys. If he was able to deny that third, it throws off Nuks a little bit more. So he was not looking there. He might have been, I think he was within range. He could have A-moved in there, right? But yeah, I think he just kind of did a move, not an attack move. So Viole, normal. Nuks, normal. We should see a third command center soon here. There's the switcheroo. You know what? This Reaper doesn't even know that the base is up here because he would have sent this guy home. There's the fast third command center. There's not gonna be any changes here for Viole. Viole does the same thing every game. I don't think he cares. But what he needs to do in this game is probably take care of his Hellions better. And then he wants to get into the mid game strong with his upgrades and all that. But you know, I feel like this is not just protecting your Hellions. Are you good at macro also, right? Are you really good at macro? Because Nox knows that. Nox is gonna confirm, oh, you're doing the same thing, man. What's your deal? The exact same thing. So he knows what he's up to. He's gonna keep making queens. Although this time, he opts to make the Evos first. Not any Baneling Nest. Before he would make a safety Baneling Nest. He's deciding to delay that a bit. I think he feels like, Viole is not the type to try to do a armory, hellback push. So Viole is just the type to just control the map with these Hellions. I think he realizes that and he says, well, why should I rush my Baneling Nest, right? And so he uses that gas for a faster +1. So he wants the faster +1. Oh, yeah. And then he gets the faster Carapace. So there you go. There's an adjustment already. Bioforce trying to, look at that. Right up front too is his engineering bay. Viole is perfectly fine going to, and here's another adjustment. Nux says, okay, you want to do that game? I'll delay my Baneling Nest. He finally adds it now. And I will get a faster fourth base. I know how you play, and I'll be greedier. Because I know you won't do nothing about it. Or So maybe that's an adjustment that Viole needs to make later. Viole also delays his starport, by the way. He gets lots of barracks first, and then he gets his starport. So that's FYI, that's what he likes to do. So the only one not adjusting here is Viole, guys. There's the Lings. Gets 2 Hellions. Better watch out, Viole. You can't just do what you did the last time. This time you're dealing with faster Baneling speed, faster upgrades too. So actually the Zerg will get the upgrades done first. More barracks for the Terran here. So there's his build going. He's gonna have what, 5 barracks done? 3 command centers. Alright, well, looks like our first action here at about 6 minutes. The double medevac drop at 6-7 minutes. So it's not one of those 2-1-1 timings. It's a very late medevac drop, right? Viole has a tank out too, so he switched over to tanks. So tank, bio tank. Okay, alright. Not a whole lot there. He's just pressuring, but you know, this is very late pressure, man. Look at this. The 4th base is already up, and Nuks is about to get a 5th base. This is the consequence. If they know you're macroing, I think Zerg can macro better. So I'm like, alright, I know exactly your game plan, I'll just macro better than you. That's an option. I don't know what's up with Mizel. He keeps typing hearts on the chat and then canceling it. Okay, here's a big push, I think, for the Reaper's gonna see. Can I do anything here? Let's see. He has a 4th base. He's gonna do a tank push now. At 8 minutes, the big bio tank push with some Hellbats. Ling run by here does get cleaned up. And there you go, he's gonna clear the creep. He's gonna try to set up camp right here. He probably needs to siege those tanks soon. He's very greedy, he hasn't sieged those tanks. Oh, he's very lucky he's able to siege the tanks safely, because I think he could have been jumped on. He doesn't know that. He was in creep, guys. But 2 tanks are sieged right there. We get some good pot shots. He leaves some infantry on this side. So this is about control. He does get a nice hit on the Banelings, but there's an overwhelming number of Zerg here, including Mutas. That's it. You're pretty much dead. You're on 3 bases. You're all in. You're all in. Okay, you're getting a 4th base, but Zerg has 5th base already. And Zerg's upgrades, he's actually getting the hive now. So yeah, Viole's build here, we know his weakness now. He wants to keep... And look at this. Viole's adding 2 more command center. Another command center. He's like, okay, I'm okay with this game. I'm totally fine going in this route. But he hasn't started his upgrades yet though, in the infantry. But he's so far behind now. Zerg is comfortable. Zerg has 99 workers. Come on, dude. Zerg is getting hive, more lings. Zerg is almost maxed out. Now all Zerg has to do here is just defend every attempt by Terran. Creep strategy is pretty good. Nuks reestablishes the creep on the right side. He's gonna attack with the mutas on this side, on the right side also. Okay, he's gonna deny 6th base. Whoop-de-doo. No problem. Oh, no cancel on that. But you don't have enough forces, I don't think. I think you're gonna need a lot of tanks. So now we know the macro battle, Viole just does not have enough here. I mean, all he's done really is clear creep. He canceled the 6th base, which is not that great. And the mutas here are now causing so many problems for the Terran. There you go, Viole back to his clear creep clearing activities, and he's about to get surrounded. Ooh, nice pickup. There's a tank. There's one more that goes down, but can he stop the swarm? He can't stop the swarm. He's so far behind. He's gonna lose 20 SCVs. 21. Zerg can come back, actually, but Nuks decides... Oh, this is a misplay by Nuks. He loses quite a bit of mutas there, guys. Nuks backs off a little bit, but you know, guess what? He has Hive done. 32 lings in production. He's getting crackling upgrade. Viole is dead, guys. He needs to adjust. He can't keep playing this game the way he's playing it now because his macro is just not good enough. He's falling behind. He's given the license to the Zerg to just macro. That's the problem. Right? He made an adjustment. There's a ton of lings here. And lings are expendable for Zerg. They got 2,000 plus. And there you go. Just like that. And you know what? He needs an answer. We're gonna take a quick break, ladies and gentlemen, before we hop on to game 3, which could be the last thing for Mr. Viole there. So we'll be right back and review our players who made top 16 this season.
Storm StarCraft League Season 1 Philippines. Arcanus. Ender. Neutrophil. Bayagster. Captain Britain. Saipan. David B. Shadow. Xenos. Exo Dash. Floki. Holmes. Phoenix Somsky. Nuks. Mr. Lasky. Viole.
All right, guys, we're back for next round. By the way, we do have these giveaways. Just remember, if you guys are
Yep.
watching the stream, we want to promote StarCraft Philippines, so we need you guys to let everyone know about the tournament. So here's some special giveaways. One of them is you know, these headsets. So just FYI, let them know, and there will be prizes to be given away. All right, so back now. We're gonna head on to game 3, and it hasn't been good for Viole, right? He's been trying to macro, and Nuks. First game, Nuks, says, okay, I'll do a normal game, and then the second game, he sees, okay, you're gonna keep macroing. I'm gonna over macro and do faster than you. I'm gonna skip certain things. And so Viole needs to make an adjustment. He can't keep doing the same things because he's not gonna work. Right? He's been a one-trick pony the whole time. It looks like we have Mizell back here.
Yeah, I'm here, man. Sorry for the microphone problems.
He had the microphone problem. That's okay. So game 3 on Oxide here now, guys. Cannot keep doing the same thing here, boys. Viole needs to do something different. It's obvious. He has to do something different now from all the games he's ever played at PSL. The bottom left, the player that is gonna stop him if he doesn't.
Nuks.
And on the top right of Oxide LE, we got
Viole.
Guys, he's down to his last life.
yep. It's bad for him.
This is his last chance. Viole really needs to change his build. He can't keep doing the same thing. When everyone knows what you're gonna do, especially a Zerg that can macro better, they're just gonna get way ahead. So you better put something different.
Correct.
You're getting to a level where they know how to make the adjustments and punish you.
Especially if you're dealing with round of 5.
Round of 5.
I'm sorry. If you're it's a best of 5 rather, not round
Oh,
of
okay,
5.
best
It's
of
a
5. Yeah, best of 5. Maybe first
You don't
game.
want to do it.
Exactly. First game, maybe you get away with it. The second game, he showed he punishes you. So,
So yeah, if he keeps doing it all over and over again, Nux will just adjust a few things and then he knows
yeah.
what's gonna happen next.
And he actually adjusted already in the last game. That's all he has to do and keep
Yeah.
doing the same thing. What he did the last game, he knows Viole doesn't really punish with a Hellbat thing. He could actually go in there with a Hellbat attack, right? Because he skipped the Baneling Nest.
Correct.
That's the only danger with just Ling Opener would be
Yeah.
Hellbats, right? And he's gonna need a lot more queens or something. And then he gets a fast fort base. I had mentioned that the last time, right? The first game he could have gotten a faster fort base, but he didn't because he wasn't sure yet. But now he's sure that this is how this guy plays.
Especially Viole went for tanks against Ling Bane Muta. It's gonna be really tough for him. So maybe add a bit of Thors maybe against Mutas.
No, I think probably mines, right? Don't you
Or
think?
right, yeah,
Yeah, I
mines.
think mine.
Like
He
guns.
probably has to do the
Yeah.
cure. Cure is a pro that has a build with double mine production, so he might have to do something like that. But just remember, it's not like Nux can't adjust to that either. Oh, look at this. This is an adjustment. Viole is adjusting a little bit. He's getting a faster starport now.
Yep.
Because previously he would delay the add more barracks after getting his third
Right.
command center. This time he's not getting the third command center. He may do a 2-base all-in, which is much better. But let's see if Nux sees it.
Yep. 1-1-1. Okay. It is up.
You know, I mean, this has nothing to do with Zerg versus Terran. This is just a way better player versus a
Yeah.
Terran that does the same thing every game, right?
Hmm.
Now, of
Yeah.
course, finally, he's not doing the same thing every game. Slight change.
Slight change.
Slight change.
Like, yeah. This is way safer, I think. This is more viable, I think.
You know what? The
One
last
one one.
game too, the last two games, he could have died to a ro4 drilling all in too, right? Because his start
Mhm.
port was
Oh
very
yeah, yeah,
late.
yeah.
It's very late, so he can't stop that really. But Nux opted not to do it.
Mm.
And there's his third command center. Nox sees.
Look at
It
the
was like,
wall.
yeah, Nox sees. Oh, okay.
Yeah, look at the wall,
So I
man.
think Nox is gonna get a faster baneling nest. There it is. He gets a faster baneling nest because he saw. Okay, I may need it this time in case he pushes. More barracks being added. No armory just yet. So he's not gonna go the Hellbat route.
Yep.
It's a slight change, but you cannot just go macro either, right? I mean, you really have to
Mhm.
pressure. The last time he sent out his dropship full of Marines, it was like almost 7 minutes. That's really late to do anything, unless you're,
Against it.
unless it's a 2-1-1 type of thing, right? An opener at 2-1-1 is 5 minutes. He's 2 minutes behind that. So I
Mhm.
feel like, especially the way Nax opened it, you didn't punish him early enough, and he can just make a lot of drones.
Correct. So
Yes.
early upgrades. Okay.
Okay, so Viole is still gonna do kind of the same thing, which is not bad. It's a little bit scarier. So it's really just about, can Nux hold whatever he's gonna throw his way. Actually, you know what? Nux's evolution chambers are later this game, but yeah. So the upgrades for the Terran is gonna be the lead here. So this is gonna be a
Mhm.
somewhat standard game where, can you macro, can you deflect things, right?
Yep.
Uh, the upgrade advantage is going to be on the Terran. Once they get 3-3, you're in big trouble, kind of thing. Would he even get there? Oh
Ooh.
my gosh, he's going to get his
Oh,
stuff
the
surrounded
surround.
again. And
Oh
he
my god.
stopped there. Why did he stop? That's the problem. He wanted to get some
Mhm.
shots off. Oh my gosh, Nux kind of
Mhm.
changed his mind. Nux changed his mind. I think he could have had that.
So Viole is going for Widow Mines instead of tanks now, and Spire is about to finish. So let's see. Late
Okay,
game
yeah,
with
there's
Mika
this
again.
adjustment to Widow Mines. That's exactly,
Mhm.
I think, what you should do. You could probably add another factory. There's the armory he's adding, but I think that's just for the upgrades.
Yep.
Got some
Six
medivacs now,
Mutalisks.
and muters are out. Okay, so
Okay.
at least I think the build is a little bit better just because of the mines. But I think you need more than one factory of mines.
Yep. Also the upgrade, the drilling claws.
Yeah, the
That
drill and
will help.
cross upgrade, very important. That you need
Mhm.
that. So, and now you're gonna get into the part of the game where it's pretty standard stuff. The buy. Oh, he's gonna mute us.
Ooh,
Ooh,
he spots the mines.
he knows what's up. The links are
Yep.
gonna go on the other side. There's no defense here. No
Oh yeah.
defense. What
The
is
run
this?
by.
He
The
has
run
like,
by.
he's just assuming no one's gonna counter him here, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm really
True.
surprised that he's not doesn't have anything here. He does send his Bioforce to take care of what he can take
A bit
care
of
of.
time.
But there's action on both sides. Good,
Good mine hit.
yeah, good mine hits. He does clean up on that side. He's very weak now, though. There's a couple of other mines there.
Oh
Oh,
my
cleans it up.
gosh.
I mean, it's a lot better than before. And there's another drop on the right side. He's gonna regroup with these medivacs. He needs to produce a lot more mines, I think. He has no turrets. These mutas are, can cause him a lot of problems. He has a drop on the right side. He only has 3 bases. He is getting upgrades. He's ahead on the upgrades.
Oh my gosh.
He's falling behind though. Because the first... Oh no, the mines...
Ooh.
The mines... they didn't do anything really. This
Yep.
is really bad. Now he's falling further and further behind, guys. There's still only one... Okay, he has a second factory out now.
That's good.
No drilling claw upgrade just yet. That could have been big here at the bottom, but you know. He's going back.
Even the mech upgrade as well. No mech upgrade yet. Like +1 at least.
Yeah, I don't know if you can afford that at this point.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. More mines. He's going to try, guys.
Ooh, that's a lot.
A lot of Banes here. This might be his best chance right now if he gets some really good Baneling hits here. Takes oh, but he backs off because you know what? There's a run by. That's why there were no army. Oh no. 7 workers get killed. I suppose that's not that bad. And he, you know, he's back here with the mines. He left the mines here. He goes all the way home, guys. Oh my gosh. I think this game is over. He's still on 3 bases. He's not mining fully on 3 bases. And Nuks already macroed everywhere. Hatcheries everywhere. This is just a skill difference at this point, right? He made an adjustment, but it was not enough. Look, no turrets. No mines there. He just can't handle the swarm here. He's just pulled apart every which way, the way he wants. So, nothing he can do. Oh, but these are good mine hits. But that's not enough. I mean, look, the mutas are still here. Guys, this is going to be an easy series for Nuks. I'm sorry, I hate to call this game, but that's just the way it is. Viole is just not up to the task right now. He did well getting to this point, but, you know, Nuks is much better player. That's just the way it is, guys. I know I'm seeing on the chat some discussion about, you know, race being OP, etc. It's not. I mean, we saw this is not. It's just a big
skill difference.
A big difference in skills, guys. That's just what it is. You saw it. I mean, this is just kind of one of those things. Not even close. You know, this game is gonna last a little bit. You know, there is one very small chance. I think this game is over, but there's one very small chance here, and that's if he pushes in now and takes some really good fights and snowballs, right? Look at him. Nuks is just smart not to just engage. And there's another big attack here. No drilling claw still. There. It's a good hit here. You're gonna lose. Look, he's kind of like being ping-ponged left and right, and now the mutas are gonna finish this base off. He left it completely. Viole just pulled his whole army to the right to deal with very few units. So this planetary is about to die. Look, he's going up. He needs to repair it, and there he does. But guess what? He's out of position again. I mean, you kind of know that the mutas can just hop in and out, but he's out of position. He's overstimmed, out of position, out of... Oh, these mines are good, but he probably needs 3 or 4 there. It's like he's not handling the mutas well at all, guys. And this is gonna...
Yeah. How many mutalisks is this?
It's a lot of mutalisks.
A lot of mutalisks. No turrets on both.
Yeah, no turrets, nothing. Now he's trying to attack here. He does do a drop, but too little, too late, guys. I mean, he has like several other bases. No big deal. Meanwhile, he's the one losing workers. Although he did take out 16 to match the 21 for the mutas have killed. But bye-bye, command center.
For the swarm.
For the swarm, guys. He came in here with the same build. He had no... I don't think he prepared a special build for Nuks at all. Right?
Yep.
He didn't. He just kind of assumed, I'll just play normal. That's what I do best. But just remember, what you do best, sometimes it's not enough, so you really got to throw a curveball at your opponent. And now Zerg is comfortable mining everywhere. 74 workers. 74 versus 20 workers. He needs... This is the last game for him. So he needs to just all in. He obviously doesn't have to leave yet. He wants to try. Right? Because you're out.
Yep.
Okay, this might be... Oh... I mean, he is going to take out this base, I think. Oh my gosh, he's still taking Baneling hits. And that's just gonna be it, guys. It looks like we have our first finalist.
Nuks.
Okay, let's do some interviews.
All right. Okay, unmuted.
All right, guys. Let's start with Viole. Viole, nice job getting to round of 4. Did you expect to go this high when you first joined the tournament?
I actually did not expect to reach this far.
What were you thinking? Top 16, top 8, top 32?
Probably top 8 or something, but not top 4.
All right, now you know how good the top 4 is.
Yeah.
You came into here doing the same thing pretty much. Did you practice anything special at all, or you just like, all right, I'll just stick with what I want to do?
Well, I did change my build order into something like I wasn't actually used to do. I mean, the build I did in my first and second game.
And what is
But
that?
my
It's
third build is like the innovation build, but it was too hard for me.
mm-hmm. And
Yeah.
everyone knows that the way you play is fast third command center, macro. Yeah, obviously you didn't do that as well in the third game. You got a starport, etc. I mean, you knew people were gonna play against you knowing that, so they'll either all in you or they'll macro harder. And Zerg can macro harder, right? So what were you thinking about that? Did you see that from the games versus Nux?
Well, in my third game against Nuks, I think my build order was kind of okay, but it was just too strong for me. When his run by reached my base, it was all over at that
Oh
point.
yeah, yeah, I saw that. And
Yeah.
let me ask you this: I do know that Terrans rally their troops at the run by choke, right? I think
Yeah.
you do that, and you hop it over the depot, so you can't race the depot, but you're blocking it with some marines, etc. But if there's a lot, obviously, then you can't close it, and then you're kind of screwed.
Yeah.
Is that a thing with? I see Terrans do that. Why don't they put it behind the depot and then just have it lowered so that way they can race it up if needed? Why is that?
Well,
I don't play Terran, so just kind of
it
curious.
won't just block it all the way.
Got it.
That's why you have to. Yeah.
What do you think you're gonna do for the next season to practice and at least get further or make the same top 4, right? What is your
Well,
practice plan?
I just have to practice harder, I guess, because Nux practice really hard, and I just need to do the same.
Yeah, he practiced hard and he's already at a higher level than you, so
Yeah.
it's gonna be even harder, right? You'd have to get lucky. Did you even think about doing an all in at all for Nux? Because I didn't
I
think yes.
actually planned to rox him in my third game, but I said it won't work against him because his macro is just too good, and as well
Okay,
as micro.
got it.
Yeah.
Makes sense. All right, well, good job getting to the round of 4. Can you give us some, give us some shout outs? Who helped you along the way? Who's
Uh,
watching, etc.?
I I reached this stage with the help of my team KSGT. There's Lasty who always plays with me, the Zerg guy
Oh
who
yeah, last night.
also
Yep.
yeah, and you know Malupate who helped me counter against like Roach Allins and stuff, and to my friends who watch the game.
Gotcha. All right. Well, nice job. This is Viol, the Terran innovation. He may change things up for the next season. He may change to be a Maru. Who knows, right? Or Cure. So, but either way, nice job. We'll see you next season. And now we'll go ahead and ask our winner, Nux. Congratulations, Nux. We kind of expected you to be round of 4 anyway, probably round of 2, and now you're in the finals, round of 2. Same thing.
Thank
Any
you.
any comments on the games as you saw them?
Yeah, I think all of his games were pretty standard. I think the first two games were first 3CCC before Starport, and then the second game was a third game. I mean, I thought it was actually Banshee. I, I think I missaw the tech lab. It was on the Barracks pala. So I was preparing for Banshee actually, but it didn't come. And I was so surprised with the Widow Mines game. I was thinking that I was in a negative spot when he pushed my fourth.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but luckily I had a run by in the third, which killed like 5 SCVs. So yeah,
Yeah, that's true. And it made him go all the way back. I saw that, so that was a big deal. One thing I noticed, game one, you got a Baneling nest first, right, to be safe. But then game two, you saw that he does like to do 3CC and macro up, and I thought it's like, oh, okay, he's gonna cut corners. So you got the upgrades faster, you got the fourth base faster, and then you got the Baneling nest. That's just your adjustment. Is that adjustment to seeing that he does want to do a third CC macro game, or why did you switch up from game one and game two?
the first game I didn't see the 3CC. That's why I went for Lair and Baneling Nest. It's not that bad against like 3CC, but yeah, it's preferable if you go double upgrade. So in the second game, I actually saw the second CC. That's why I did the double Evo. The third CC, I mean, sorry, the third CC.
Gotcha. Okay. And of course, you're just gonna hang out here and wait for the results of Ender versus Bayagster, and of course, probably 90% chance is gonna be Ender, um, right?
Yeah,
And
yeah,
so, what's your
probably.
plan? You're just gonna practice hard for some Zerg thing. You have beaten him before, so it
Yeah,
can happen. But
yeah,
I guess you're looking forward to that big match. Not to discount Bayagster, I mean, if that happens,
yeah,
great.
yeah,
We'll talk about it. But the big elephant in the room is really Ender. So what are your
yeah.
thoughts on that?
Yeah, and will be the probably the toughest opponent. Hope to get like maybe a few maps.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but yeah, it's CVZ, so maybe I can come up with a few all-ins.
That's right.
Or yeah, I don't know.
ZVZ. ZVZ
Yeah,
is your best
so
chance, I think. That's true, right? So,
yeah, yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna prepare hard for that.
all right, great. So and you want to give shout outs for your practice for the last couple weeks?
Yeah, shout out to my team. Shout out to Genesis Gaming. Shout out to my practice partners, Exo Dash, um, Dark from Singapore, and yeah, a few others. I can't remember them right now, but also shout out to my family and friends who are supporting me playing this game. Yeah,
Yeah. Speaking of supporting you, tell us about your team. We don't know too much about your team, so maybe you can tell us about them.
yeah. So my team is Genesis Gaming. They picked me up like last January. They're I think based off of Ireland. I'm not quite sure. Europe, it's a Europe team, and they have really good players. Like I think I mentioned this before, like Pili. If they've also gotten like a few upcomers like Ghosty and Galaxy, yeah, a few others. So yeah, it's a really good team. So yeah, hope you support them as well.
Okay. Shout out to his team, guys. Check out them on their Twitter probably and website. Look them up. Google them up. Well, this is Nuks. Thank you, Nuks. That'll do it for this section, the round of four. There's some giveaways here. We're gonna have the next round of four match between Ender and Bayagster coming up um, next week. I know a lot of you guys are rooting for Ender and against Ender. You kind of want him to be upset almost, but you also want him to win because he's the Filipino champ.
Yeah,
So
correct.
it's one of those things. But for now, we're done with this part of the round of four. Just want to remind you guys of the giveaways. Let's get us all hyped up for the last two matches coming up, right? The last round of four and then the finals. So let's get a great showing on our streams, because remember, sponsors are watching this. They're paying attention to the numbers. That's all about that, and we want to show them the Philippine enthusiasm for StarCraft 2. Bizel, you got anything you want to say?
Um, are we? Can we announce the PSL Open?
Sure, go ahead. Do you
Since
have a graphic for it? You
yeah,
want to just talk about it?
let's just talk about it
Sure.
for now. So, guys, we are inviting you on February 27. That's around 10 a.m. US time, EST rather. So we'll just post an announcement for that, and then our lucky winners for today. um, two
Oh,
lucky winners for today. Yeah, for 500 pesos SM gift certificates. They are Exodash and Captain Britain. Thank you for watching today.
all right. And so, all right, guys, make sure you check out the Liquipedia page for us. There's a lot of information there, and of course, we also have it on our website under PSL right there. Even the VODs will be up there, so you guys can check that out. So that'll do
Yep.
it for this edition of PSL. We'll do the other round of 4 next week, and then the finals the next day after that. So just be ready. We'll talk to you guys soon. Have a good
GG.
evening. We have an early. This ended pretty early because it was 3-0. So um, there's not much else to do. So that's it, guys. Have a good evening. See ya.
All right, cool, man.